Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Thank you for the kind words, David. I really appreciate that. It's a massive honor for me to be here in front of you and to share this special moment with you. There's a reason why you are in this room, because this is not just a journey for us, it's a journey that we want to take with you. Okay? And just to start at the beginning, Roarrr, the lion makes the roar, obviously, nah? And the reason why this business is called Roarrr is because of authenticity. A lion is authentic. You don't have to question the identity of a lion. And that is the ultimate aim of our business, is to get authenticity back into the world. We want to see a world where people are authentically who they're supposed to be. And yeah, I just want to say that it's really amazing for me to be in front of you. You guys are authentic individuals, and that's why you were invited. Some I don't know yet, but I will know in the future. So yes, the reason, yeah, I want to start off by saying that the theme for tonight is obviously significance. But I believe significance starts with success. Now, what is success? Success, is it in credentials? Is it in material? Success ultimately is a very vague destination. Yeah, but before I go ahead, no, wait. I just feel like I want to do something quickly with you. I want you to raise your hands in the air. Okay? Ooh. Up, both hands. Okay. So, the reason I want, there's obviously outcomes that I want to achieve with this talk. But I just want to get you into the right mood. So, when I ask you a question, I want you to respond by saying a confident yes. Can you say yes? Yes. Yeah, some of you are going to jail, eh? Okay. So, are you excited about tonight? Yes! Are you excited about Roarrr Talk? Yes! Are you going to laugh at my jokes? Yes! That was the joke and only joke. But yes, so the journey to significance has to go through success. Okay? And like I said, success isn't material, success isn't in credentials. But why is it that we pursue success so much? Why is that? Why is it that if we define our future and talk about our future, success, the word success is always in it? Can you even define success? I don't think so. Success is really vague. And yeah, I want us tonight to think differently about success. Maybe we should redefine it. Is success not maybe insignificance? Because the theme of tonight is significance. But is success not insignificance? For us to, you know, I always revert back to when I was a child, what I dreamt about, etc. And the Bible actually says to us, we must become like little children sometimes. So on my journey of trying to figure out where I want to be and where I want to go, I've had the opportunity to speak to multiple young people. In particular, we went on a roadshow, starting in Pretoria. We went all the way down to Cape Town, to a place called Philippi. We went up through Port Elizabeth. We went through the rural parts of the Eastern Cape, all the way up to the northern part of Limpopo, and ultimately down to Kwakwa. Who's been to Kwakwa? What a fantastic place. Any case, so we had the opportunity to work with thousands of young people, and in that process of working with those thousands of young people, We did a workshop with them, talked about the future, etc., etc. And it led up to the point where we did an evaluation with them and asked them what was the experience of this particular workshop. So it ended up that we had one-on-one conversations with some of the kids, and one of the things that they dreamt about was success. But it wasn't the success that we think of. It was a different kind of success. It was a pure success. It wasn't materialistic. It was honest. It was pure. In any case, after these conversations, I started reflecting. You know, I'm running this business already, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, am I really pursuing the right thing? What is the success that I'm pursuing? Because these kids talk about success in a completely different way. So I started reflecting, and I had to ask myself, is the success that I'm pursuing self-seeking, or is it for the benefit of other people? And David referred to John Maxwell, and I started listening to people, you know, influential people with regards to passion and purpose, etc. And he indicated that to go to the place of success, you need to, number one, ask two questions. The first question is, how do I find myself? The second question is, how do I lose myself? Interesting questions, eh? So remember now, Roarrr is in the game of helping young people to pursue the right dream, to find identity, to run to a purpose. But you need to have a tool, sort of in a way, to take them to that place. In any case, so we started. And I started reflecting, and I asked myself, listen, Ferdie, how do you find yourself? And it came down to the point that, number one, for a person to find themselves, you need to identify what your passion is. So to find yourself, you need to identify your passion. And the second thing you need to ask yourself is, what is my gifting? Because passion and gifting work together. There are a lot of people in the world that are passionate about things that they're not gifted in. Okay? Have you ever seen Idols? Idols is a good example. Idols is a good example of people that are passionate about music, but they're not gifted. I look at it sometimes and I just ask myself, who's lying to you? Somebody just needs to be honest and tell you you're not gifted, but they're passionate. In South Africa, I see it so many times. I see young people, they just want to be a DJ. And I'm like, I know you're passionate about music, but does it mean that you have to be or can be a DJ? So for us to get to the place where we find ourselves, we need to identify passion, and we need to identify the gift that God has given us. And when you start mixing the two, not just one, the two, it leads you to a place where you find purpose. Okay? It leads you to that place where you find purpose. And the interesting thing is, and that's why I said, you need to go through success to go to a place of significance. Because if you go and look up the definition for success, it says the achievement of an aim or a purpose. Okay? So to get to the place where you are running in purpose, you need to, like I said, passion, gifting, and then you activate it. I say purpose is the manifestation of passion and gifting. Okay? So you need to activate it ultimately to get to the place where you feel I'm running in purpose. But in South Africa, so if purpose is also then equal to success. Right? Because that's what the definition says. So in the world that we live in, lots of people are running on purpose. Right? Lots of people are successful then. Why is our world suffering then? if everybody's successful, all of us sitting here looks like we're running in purpose, am I right or wrong? But the reality is this, there's always something, just like if we define success, there's always something bigger than success. Lots of people will say, I made it. Then I say, there's always a it after the it. Again. So once we've gotten to the place of purpose, there's a level up. But very few people actually decide to go to that level. And that is my challenge to you tonight, is to say, I have found my passion, I know what my gifting is, I'm going to start stirring them so that I can run in purpose. But to go to the level up, few people go. And that place is when you take your purpose and you give it to something bigger than what you are. That's why I say a lot of people run on purpose, but they're not willing to give it to something bigger than what they are. And I found myself in that place. Passion, gifting, purpose. Then it became about me. It became about me. I wanted to be successful. I wanted to make money. I wanted to do this. And when I interacted with those kids in those rural communities, I realized I've lost something. I've lost the original reason why I do what I do. So I had to take a step back and say, okay, I've been given this gift, I've got this passion, maybe it's time for me to give it to something bigger. And we can give that, submit our purpose to something bigger in various ways. I believe we give it to God, number one. But secondly, God places you in a vision, which you can give it to. Now maybe you're working for someone. Maybe you're sitting in a corporate job, and that's where God placed you. So you have to give your purpose to that business. It's not just about church. You get me? In our world, we need to give our purpose to something bigger than us. So I had to make that decision. I said to myself, okay, so I started Roarrr. I obviously want to see it expand. I want it to increase. I want the finances to look good and all of those things. But first, I need to submit it. There was a particular day I was like, anyone who runs a business, you pray a lot, you cry a lot. But I was praying and I said, Lord, bless this business. And he said to me, I'll bless it when it's about my people. So, then I just said, I'm going to build something bigger than me from that point on. But in any case, the moment I did that, it was, you just go to a different level. And that is what, that moment, when you hand it over to something bigger than you, is the moment you step into your calling. Then nothing in this world will be able to stop you. Because it's you're building something bigger than what you are. So I'm asking you tonight, what did you dream about when you were a child? Was it just self for the self, success for the self, or was it actually success, good success? Maybe sometimes we have to reflect. I had to do it myself. And now I've reached the place where this vision, it's not Ferdie. I'm building that vision with everything that I have within me. Everything. I'm willing to sleep on the street. I'm willing to die. But I'm building that vision because it's bigger than me. Okay? So why do I tell you all of these things? Because Roarrr has stepped into the place where it's not about us. It's about something bigger than us. And we've created platforms like our leadership business, we've got a tutoring business. We know what our passion is. Our passion is to activate identity in young people. We know what our gifting is to activate people. We are activators. So we're running in purpose, and we're running to this bigger call. We want to see change in South Africa. We want to see young people that run authentically who they're supposed to be. So Roarrr Talk is a platform where people that are in pursuit of calling can come and activate others. And that is why we are here tonight, is to launch this event and launch Roarrr Talk, because Roarrr Talk is a platform of significance. It's not a platform for success. It's not a platform for the social media junkie that wants to come and get likes. It's people that are actually building or running towards a calling. Whether it's in education, whether it's in medicine, whether it's in engineering, it doesn't matter. But we want to use this platform to activate young people to pursue, number one, to first find out their passion. Secondly, to run in their gifting, to find that purpose, and ultimately give it to something bigger than what they are. Because just think about this, ladies and gents. South Africa will remain the same if all of us stay in purpose. The moment we take responsibility and step into that place of calling when it's not about us anymore, that's when you will see change in South Africa. So the goal for this platform is to get people, young, vibrant people, so it's not just for young people. We're going to get old, mature people as well. And wise people. So although the audience might be very young tonight, it's not how it's going to be in the future. But like David said, we want, it's a South African version of an American thing that is currently running in South Africa. So this platform is for that. We want to hear an authentic sound, authentic talk from a platform where people like you will participate on. You just don't know it yet. So in closing, I've said a lot, but when you step into your calling, you will reach a place of significance. So the theme is significance. So maybe, like I said, maybe you find yourself, you're just running in purpose. Maybe it's time you give your purpose to something bigger. Submit it to someone bigger, not just yourself. Because then that desire that you have for success will be met. Whether you have lots of money or little money, it will be met. So the challenge is from now on in is to, like I say, most of you are already running in purpose, but there's a world out there that isn't. What are you going to give it to? Could this platform be a platform that you can give it to? So that you can come and share and activate, because it's not for me. It's not for any one of the Roarrr employees. It's not for us. It's for you. It's for people that want to share a message of activation in our nation. So yeah, I really appreciate your time. And I'm thankful that we can start this journey with you. When David said keynote speaker in the beginning, I was like, I don't even see myself standing in front of people all the time and speaking. I'm actually a fairly supportive type of people. I want other people to stand here. So I'm not a keynote speaker. I like to tell stories. So hopefully my story sort of activated you tonight. But yeah, I'm super excited about this platform. It's going to activate young people in an amazing way. We're planning to take this all over the country. We're planning to bring kids from rural communities into a room with people like you to be in the room. They just have to be here. Because something will happen in their lives. My life changed when I was in a room, just minding my own business. So we need to create an environment and opportunities for young people to sit here and listen, because the sad reality of South Africa is the fact that there are so many fatherless young kids in our nation, and we need to take responsibility. So you can ask those part of the team, you can ask them. I always say to them, we need to take responsibility for things that are not our responsibility. So the challenge is, step out of that place of purpose, give it to something bigger, and run in that calling, and then you will feel the sense of significance. I always say to the people when we do workshops that the people that become the most successful and the most known individuals in the world are those who dream about other people. So if your dream is about other people, that dream will be tested. You will face that is it an acid test? The engineers, eh? You will face that test you will get to that place where you have to decide, am I going to give this over, or am I just going to pursue success for myself? So that's the challenge, ladies and gentlemen. The challenge is to go out here, to give it to something bigger, but when the call comes for this platform, that you come. Because this platform is for us. It's to start a conversation between people that can change a nation. We can change a nation if we are willing to give ourselves away. I thank you.